Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Underrail. And on tonight's episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off. Now, for those of you who may have missed the last episode, what we did was we turned on all the outposts. Now, somebody was actually letting me know that I missed one on camera, and it's true, I actually did. I went back and I watched it exactly where you guys said I missed one, and I forgot to turn it on. I actually cleared it out and everything else. I just forgot to turn it on camera. What actually happened with that, guys, is that was a recording of two pieces put together. I had some problems with that recording, and because of that, I actually had to go back to an earlier saved game and come back into it. So, yeah, I missed it because the first time that I went through, I got it. The second time, I didn't. So just be very cautious when turning those on, because the only thing you really miss out on is a little bit extra cash. And because we are playing the SMG build, cash is really important at this stage of the game. As you guys can see, he has some stuff for sale, some stuff that we actually really want, especially like hand grenades and things of that sort that would really come in handy, or the SMG itself. Now, we do have an SMG. We have a 7.62 millimeter caliber, a Jagger. Unfortunately, 7.62 millimeter is somewhat difficult to find. I mean, they are giving you rounds for it occasionally, but you go through it so quickly that it's not enough yet. So what I ended up having to do was switch over to my 5mm, which is over here somewhere in my inventory, if I can find it real quick. I actually don't see it there. Let me close this down and we'll see if I can find it. There it is, right there at the very end. It's a 5mm Hawker. The ammo for this is a little bit more plentiful and a little bit more cheaper, or a lot cheaper actually, I should say. So I went ahead and bought, I think, 120 rounds or something of this ammo for the next fight. Now, I do have a little bit of the 7.62, and so I'm thinking I'm going to keep that in there because this next fight that's coming up is pretty difficult. I know it's difficult at level 1, impossible actually at level 1. You really can't do it. I do have the HE grenade because I think we're going to be using that one, and then I have my melee weapon just in case all else fails. I don't know if this is going to be enough ammo, though, because that's really all I got. It's just this one clip of ammo, or one magazine, I should say, not clip, of ammo, and then the 5mm, which I'll have to switch to. So, yeah, it's a backup, but I need all the damage I can possibly get. Now, the quest that we have is actually kind of twofold. One, we need to go do Gorski's, quest, which he wants us to go check out the warehouse. The other quest that we have is from QuickSilver, and that's the difficult one. That, if you didn't pick up that quest at the beginning, this next part that we're going to be fighting here pretty soon, not going to be that hard for you, actually. You're going to be able to walk right through, or at least I think you can. I've never actually come down here without picking up the quest, but I would imagine if you didn't pick it up, these guys wouldn't be here for you. So you got Essie, a willowy woman, removes her respirator as you approach to exhibit the smile beneath. You remember talking to her the first time you came here, but for some reason her name eludes you at the moment, if she even mentioned it at all. Her light soprano voice is quick to remind you, though. Wow, okay, so that's a lot of description mixed in there with a little bit too much. I think it could flow a little easier, I think, if they went back and rewrote that a little bit, but it gives you a lot of detail on like who she is and what you're hearing, which I like. I definitely do like that quite a bit. And of course she says, "Hi, remember me? Essa." So yeah, I like the fact that she's like introducing herself to you for the first time all over again, because I don't remember her. I mean, yeah, from the last play, but I'm just saying, like, from before you started playing, you wouldn't know who this character was. So you say, "Of course, how could I forget you?" Or, "Essie, how's it going?" Well, we're going to say, "Of course I remember you. Why wouldn't I? You're beautiful, right? The respirator." No, nobody cares about that, right? How's it going? Good, decent. Got some stomach problems since I woke up, but I'll be better soon as I take a nice walk. Well, he really hasn't mentioned any stomach problems, so I don't know what kind of weird answer that is. Yeah, that's weird, because usually it's kind of like, "Forget you, I'm busy." This is like, "Hey, I got issues, I'm out of here," or something. So yeah, I'm gonna go with good. Well, you've been admitted to the station, so I reckon it can't be bad, right? Right? Okay, well, so you need some help. Directions to be a bit more specific? Yes, I was hoping you could tell me how to get somewhere. Or, "No thanks, I'll manage." Yeah, let's see what she has to say. "Sure, where are you headed?" "I need to get to the GMS compound." "Never mind, I just remembered I have something to do something else first. Well, let's ask for the GMS compound, because that's where Gorski wants you to go, and that's where the other guy wants you to go as well. So that's one's easy. Just exit the station to the north and head straight into the first crossroad. Then turn left and go straight until you come upon an auxiliary road. Keep going straight, follow the road, and it will lead you into an abandoned warehouse block. GMS compound is in its northwest corner. All right, thanks. So she basically just told you where you need to go, although not very easy to kind of figure it out because you don't have a little map, on the corner of your screen or anything like that telling you which way is north, which way is south, although you do have a compass in your inventory that you can go ahead and click on, and it will tell you, okay, that's north. So now you know which direction to go, and I think I can turn that off, right? Yeah. But for me, I already know which way to go, but you're more than welcome to kind of look around, check stuff out. You never really know what you might find down here if you just take the time to kind of look around. Now remember, you can steal stuff, but if you get caught, and there's cameras everywhere, there's security guards walking around, they're going to attack you. So be very, very careful with that, and always save the game before you do that. Now, you can go down this direction. This leads to another little area. Nothing really dangerous coming up in those areas to the left. You can also go across the tracks by going down this little area here, and it will take you over here to the other side of the tracks. There's some stuff in the barrels. I think it's like fabric or scraps or stuff like that. There might be a Redhound or two down there on occasion, not very often, but there might be one down there. Other than that, you're really not going to find very much yet. Again, these are parts of the map that you will explore in somewhat of a detailed manner later on in the game. So keep that in mind as well. You don't necessarily have to explore it all right now. So you got the sentry. Once you leave the metro station, you'll be on your own. And then you got another little guy down here walking back and forth. If you see any lurkers, run. So they're giving you a couple little tips, things to might want to watch out for. It's not safe to wander past the station perimeter. And you can see they got little auto turrets, so they are definitely geared up for a fight. Once you leave the metro, yeah, okay, so we got that. Now, if you come down here, you will find another person you can talk to, and they will have, a little bit more information for you. I never really did anything with Roman. He never had a quest or anything along those lines that I could do with, but, I never got to the end of the game, so he may be like in-game stuff. Oh, okay, you don't really want to talk to him there. Hi, you must be AC Gamer. Name's Roman. I'm in charge of the barricade. Let's see what more. Wish I had time to chat, but I'm quite busy right now. Have you made any progress in clearing the tunnels? How much damage did the earthquake do? I'll leave you to your work, so let's ask him if he's made any progress. Not much so far. We have to dig deep enough to safely plant the explosive. Otherwise, we risk damaging the tunnel even more. How much damage did the earthquake do? We're not sure. It might be that the tunnel just caved in a couple of places. I've sent parties to the tunnel side entrance to investigate. We'll know more when they return. Have you made any progress? Well, no, we've already asked them that. Now, of course, there are things, again, you can steal in here. I never did, so I don't know what's actually inside those crates, but the item we're looking for is actually in one of these. I think it is. I think it's in one of these crates. Let's go ahead and save that real quick because I don't want to get attacked and lose faction here. Actually, I'll just die because these guys are really, really tough. Nothing in that one. It's locked to lockpick 30. Can I do that one yet? I don't know if I have lockpick 30. We're going to try it, though. Let's move off to the side so I can see it. Yep, we do have lockpick 30, so let's see. Anything good inside? We got a throwing knife. Let's go ahead and take that. We'll close this down. Hopefully we won't need it anymore. Actually, let's... can we close the door? There we go. Just in case. Don't need anybody peeking in here. And there we go. There's the package. Miscellaneous. A light sealed non-script package. We're going to go ahead and take that. And let's check this out. Ooh, lockpick as well. Okay. Well, we're going through our lockpicks a little faster than I would like. You do want to be able to buy some of these anytime you see them for the foreseeable future. You want a good amount on you. I think I've only ever gone through 20 or 25 in a mission. So syringe 4 and flat beakers 2. And what I mean by 20 or 25 in a mission is when you go to a new area, sometimes there's a lot of things you have to lockpick. So about 20 or 25 actual lockpicks being spent entirely on that mission or that little area to investigate and search everything that's possibly there. So if you have at least that many, you should be fine. But if you look at it, they really don't weigh that much. I mean, 0.01 pounds a piece. And so I have 5, and it weighs 0.05 pounds. Again, you could have like 100 of these things, and it'd be weighing like 1 pound. So yeah, you don't really have to worry about the weight on those. And then you have Bison down here. This is the guy you need to talk to if you want to, I believe, study your psi abilities naturally during like meditation and stuff. I never did that because I always went upstairs to the doctor and he always unlocked it for me. But we're going to talk to him and see if he'll do it for us. A lean, athletic man faces you and greets you with a friendly, resonant voice. Hello, friend. I don't believe we've met. Name's Bison. Well met, Bison. I'm AC. I'd love to chat more, but as you can see, we're a bit too busy right now. Is there something you need? What are you doing? I'm helping with clearing up the tunnel by using telekinetic manipulation. I have to go. Okay, so I guess he won't train me yet. Okay, maybe it's not him. Maybe it's the guy up in the gym. I don't know. But yeah, he does give you abilities later on that you can train as well. Just you have to unlock that ability first, and I'm not going to do it anyways. Like I really don't want to unlock that because I know just how easy it is to fall into using those so often because they're just amazing things to have, especially the one that stuns people. It's kind of a drawback not to have it. Now, if you come in here at the right time, you'll see these guys over here, and sometimes they're actually fighting Redhounds that are over here on the other side. So if you save it before you come into the screen and you get lucky, and sometimes it's just random. You come in, they be fighting the Redhounds. Other times you come in, you load up on your old save game, come in, and they're not. So you just have to kind of keep coming in over and over and over again if you need that edge. But what that does is it gives you a distraction. They're fighting the Redhounds. You can come in, you can get 1 or 2 shots. Sometimes you can take out an entire enemy before the other 2 guys join in. Now, we're going to come through, we're going to talk to these guys, and we're going to get attacked, obviously, but we're going to go through the conversation. If we die, which is a good chance that we will, if we die, I will then load up, I'll come in, and I'll get the first shot, which will be probably a grenade that I'll throw over here and try to get all 3 of them at the same time. But if you come in and start the conversation, you kind of lose that initial surprise attack. So we'll see what we can do with this. This is a very, very hard fight, though. I go up a little further. There you go. See, now you have a melee guy, sledgehammer dude, very, very hard. He's going to hit you a lot. I would kill that guy first. And then you have the machine gun guy. This guy is actually really tough as well. And then the handgun, he's pretty tough as well. And, if I'm saying they're all pretty tough, it's true. They will wreck you guys. So let's get up a little closer. A group of thugs stand before you like a pack of starving Redhounds. And judging by their general appearance, they definitely look the part as well. The pack leader, an average height but unusual wide-shouldered man, struts forward, checks you out for a second, then finally speaks in a prominent nasal-sounding voice. All right, hand over the package. Here's the package. Don't shoot. Give him the package. Or what package? Play stupid, right? I don't have it anymore. Somebody else took it. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Why don't you try to take it, you dumb oaf, and then fight? Now, I'm going to go through each and every one of these and tell you what they do. Of course, you can only pick one before it kind of goes through its little thing. But if you say, here's the package, don't shoot, give him the package, he will take the package, open it up, realize that there's nothing in it. You're actually just a patsy. You're a distraction. And kill you anyways, just for the trouble. If you say, what package, he will give you like a second chance and be like, hey, give me the package or we're going to attack you. Eventually, whether you say, I'm not giving you the package, or here's the package after the fact, he will still kill you. So, one way or another, you're going to have to fight these guys. There's no talking your way out of this. Unless, of course, you have a high intimidation. I think there might be one in there for intimidation. But I don't know if that one works because I've never had that skill on this one. So, you're going to fight these guys unless you can sneak past them. And I would highly suggest being ready for this fight before you come into it. Be full life, have the grenade stuff equipped, have your best weapons equipped, have your best armor equipped, and just be ready. Don't have your armor like slightly, damaged and almost about to be needing repair. Like, have that all sorted out. But let's go with play stupid. Say, what package? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't try my patience, punk. Give me the bloody package and walk away. Otherwise, all right, here's the package. Here's the package. Give him the package. I don't have it anymore. Why don't you try to take it, you dumb oaf? Let's say I don't have it anymore. In that case, you won't mind if we just kill you and take a look myself, right? In dialogue. Okay, so as you can see, he gets the first shot. He does quite a bit of damage. Look how many times he's going to get. And that burst attack is what we're really kind of waiting for, because that is one of the best things for SMG, I've been told. Now, you can hit this guy. Not a bad scenario, not a bad tactic. This guy, on the other hand, is the one I am going to hit, because the sledgehammer. The sledgehammer will dominate you so badly. It weighs a ton, but it does just so much damage. And it also has a chance to stun you. And if you get stunned in this fight, you're dead. You're gone. There's no chance about it. So even though we have a better percent to kill this guy, an 84% and only a 59%, I just have to kill this guy. I absolutely have to. So let's... Actually, no, before we do that, let's do the grenade. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that is fantastic. Right. Yeah, right there. Come on, do it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Oh, my God. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Okay, now if I do this, I can kill this guy off for sure. 84% chance. Yes, 29 crit. And then we can attack this guy, maybe? 14. Oh, we missed one. Okay, so let's go ahead and back up as much as possible. We'll end our turn, make him run to us, make him use as many action points as he possibly can. And he didn't get a turn out of that, which is exactly what we wanted there. So we can do an 84%, 86% chance, or we could use this. To all nearby enemies. That would have been nice if we were closer. Let's actually switch to that and try it on this guy. If we get lucky, it will stun him. Oh, geez, I forgot. I have sucky skill with my weapon. That was a waste of 2 turns. We should not have done that. There we go. One more. One more shot, maybe? Ah, crap. If I hadn't wasted 2 turns on that, we might have been able to do it. Okay, let's run as far away as we possibly can. Not going to get far enough. He's going to hit us at least once. And you're going to see just... geez. Twice. Okay, so we need to kill this guy. Let's do it. Come on. Oh, there's the Redhounds. So let me attack him. He's dead. Let me go ahead and... do we use it or not? I think we're not. I think we're going to hold off on using our health hypo. It may spell doom for us, but if we don't use it, we can always run back and talk to the doctor rather than wasting it on this fight. Oh, geez. We can't hit this guy. Oh, come on. Nope, he's still alive. Okay, let's back up a little bit more. We'll end our turn. Don't get a lucky shot. The further away we are from him, the harder he has the chance to hit us as well. So, there we go. Oh, he is almost dead. Yes. Okay, should we waste the bullets? Maybe. Let's try it. There we go. Fantastic. Do I waste the bullets on these guys? No. You know what we're going to do? We're going to run it. We'll come back in. We'll clear it out after I have gone back and healed up and, of course, reloaded my weapon. That's something you need to kind of get accustomed to doing that even I still forget nowadays because it's just not... Actually, I don't have... Yeah, that's my 7.62. I don't have any more 7.62, so let's replace that with a 5mm, and then we will go back and heal up. Now, I like showing you this. I like showing you me having to run back and heal up because it is something with this class that you're just going to have to get used to. With the mage, if you guys go back and watch my playthrough of that one, where I got all the way to like Core City, I think we got a little bit further than that. I think we got to the actual arena, which is actually a pretty cool place to get to. I like that quite a bit. And we were dominating inside the arena. It was fantastic. But with this class, he doesn't have the ability to stun things as easily or at all really until later on in the game, which I'm told he'll get some really cool, you know, weapons that have those kind of effects on them, but you might have to make that. Until we get to that point, I just have to take the hits, and until I get better armor, my guy gets hit really, really bad. I don't want to barter with you. I want healing, baby. Let's see. Yeah, look at my injuries, please. But yeah, until we get to that point, we're going to have to come back to this guy quite a bit. And you may not like that. You may not want to have to come back to this guy over and over and over and over again. And, you know, you're just not going to be able to afford those health hypos. They're really expensive. And until you can make them yourself, it's not going to be a viable option. You're really not going to be able to do that. So, yeah, just be aware of it. That's why I want to show it to you, so that you can see it will take time out of your gameplay. But hopefully not too much. As you get higher and higher in level, you'll be able to one-shot the Redhounds. You'll be able to take these creatures on a lot easier. Your weapons will improve, your armor improves, and you'll get more and more of the bandages and health hypos, and things get a lot more convenient for you, and you don't have to come back as often. For me right now, that's not the case. I am getting my butt handed to me, especially with that sledgehammer. Holy crap, that sledgehammer hurts. I might actually take to using that sledgehammer, to be honest, because it does do just fantastic amounts of damage, and I do have a high strength, which is something. But of course, I don't have melee. That's the problem to that. So, still sledgehammer. We've entered combat, so these guys did see me. Oh, where is he? I can barely even see him right there. There's 2 of them, 3 of them right there. Holy, 4 of them. Holy crap! And they got pack hunting. So this is where you need to decide, where are you going to fight these guys? Are you going to fight them back here so you can always run, or are you going to fight them right here? Because they will completely and totally envelop you and surround you so that you can't run away. I think I'm going to fight them right here. I think I'll do my shots, and then I'll move back a little bit, do my shots, move back a little bit, just in case. So let's do a 95% shot on this guy. Actually, no, let's do it on this guy. He's right in front of me, and he's standing on that body. Oh, yes, 23 crit. And that's with a 5mm, who doesn't do a lot of damage, to be honest, compared to the other guns that you have, like the 7.62. And we are out of ammo. Okay, so let's move back. Oh, what the crap, man? Huh. That's weird. Usually if you hit the X on red, it will go ahead and take you back as far as possible. Wow. 6 guys? Gee, 7? No, that's just 6. Okay, yeah, just 6 guys. Maybe only 5. Oh, man, and they're doing damage already. So this would have spelled doom had I taken on all 3 of these guys and these within one fight, at least for me. The mage, again, has that spell that bounces back and forth, and this is the time that you want to use it. Because this weapon has the same thing, the electrical damage. What that does is it arcs from one enemy to the next to the next. I think it can go up to 4 or 5 enemies, and it does damage to all of them. And then, of course, it stuns the very first one that it attacks. So you have to decide that when you're doing it, who's the most important target at that turn to stun and do some damage to. But yeah, it's an amazing spell to have. Fire damage again. You get to do those. Oh crap, man! These guys. Holy crap! I might die. Holy crap! I died. Oh my god! The Redhounds killed me. I survived the hardest fight at this level, killing those dudes, and the Redhounds freaking killed me. Okay, well, then let me get my first shot on these things. Actually, no, let's not use the good one. Let's just use regular attack. See if we'll wait till he gets close enough to me. And this time, I will be very, very cautious. I will let them come to me. Let's see, do I want to use it on him? 92% chance? That's pretty good. I could get up to 96 or 98, but I think 92 is going to be fine. So let's use that. Now, there is a trick to this, something you might want to take into account, especially if you're low on ammo, and it's going to be this. In fact, I'll show it to you because we're so close to the entrance. Now, when you zone over, all your spells or all your abilities, they take time to repop. They usually take turns, but when you're not in combat, it just takes seconds. So if I wait another 8 seconds, my aim shot will come back. I can go back into that screen. All the creatures will be exactly where they were. Of course, they will have the first turn, so they can move closer to me. But my aim shot is back, and so I get another one of those right off the bat. And that might be worth it for you to actually take the hits or take the extra movements that they're going to get anyways. But for me, this is exactly what would have happened anyways because my turn was over. I had already gotten my shots, and they would have moved regardless of whether I had that or not. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and do our aim shot. We're going to do it on the guy in the back because aim shot is going to do a lot of damage, and I don't want to waste it on the Redhound that's almost already dead. That's 32 critical hit. That is fantastic. Now let's see if we can kill this guy off. Yeah, negative 25. Fantastic. Achievement unlock, run and gun. Okay, can we do this guy as well? One more. Nope, that's going to be it. So let's go ahead and back out. I'll show you that little technique again. Again, it is kind of a cheat, but one you may end up wanting to employ if you run into enemies that you just can't handle otherwise. And since they just killed me a minute ago, I'm going to go ahead and be a little bit extra cautious so that you guys can see the end of this fight. Let's see. There we go. Let's go ahead and reload our weapon a little bit more. Don't want to run out of ammo. There we go. We can go back in. And again, it saves every time you move from one screen to the next, so be very cautious about that as well. Because if you do this technique and you end up going into the fight and getting them in position where you just can't beat it no matter what at your level, you're going to want a save game that you can go back to. See, look at that. They're already kicking the crap out of me right here. You're going to want a save game that you can go back to that isn't already in progress. So just keep that in mind when you're doing that. Let's see, where's that guy? He's almost dead, so let's kill him off. Let's go with this guy right here. One more shot. Nope, we're going to have to run it because we're almost dead. And now we're going to have to run back and get healed up. That is a lot harder fight with those Redhounds than I remember, mainly for the fact that I don't think I ever killed those Redhounds. The enemies always did. The enemies had already been in the fight with those, or just getting out of the fight when I kind of zoned over, and I kind of got the benefit of having them kill those guys off really quickly and then turn their attention to me. And once they turned their attention to me, that was already hard enough, and they were already down a little bit of ammo, down a little bit of life, and then I still had a hard time killing them. I think the only reason we were able to do it as easily as we did is because I used a grenade on them, and that's not something I usually ever did. I would kind of save those things thinking that, oh, you know, I'm going to find a big boss battle, you know, big battle that I want to have those really, really, you know, powerful weapons on, and I just kind of saved them thinking that if I didn't use it on those, I would sell it and make a little bit of cash off of them. My suggestion would be use them. If you got the skill, and we got the skill, you might as well use them, because as far as I've seen, there are really no big boss guys. Yeah, there's big fights that you will get to, kind of like what I was talking about here with those three guys, but there's not a big, you know, huge, like, evil, you know, villain that you will see in other video games. Like Contra always had, you know, a big guy that you had to kill at the end, you know, big, you know, main guy that was just huge, big, you know, face with eyeballs and, you know, weapons that shot out all over the place. No, nobody's like that in this one. Everybody's, you know, within the realm of possibility. So, yeah, use those when you can. Use everything when you can, because, yeah, just hoarding it like I usually do, because I played those old school games where you kind of got rewarded for doing that, for hoarding the stuff, and then using them when you absolutely had to. You don't really get rewarded like that in this game. They're giving you the stuff for a reason, and use them or sell them. You know, there's no real reason to hang on to it. Oh, wow. These guys actually do a fair bit of damage. I don't remember them hurting this bad before. Okay, let's do our technique again. This guy's almost dead, so we'll kill him next. Let's do our, 22 is not bad. One shot there, not gonna one-shot this guy, but we'll do a little bit of damage. Come on, nope. Okay, let's zone it one more time. You guys are probably sick of seeing this, but I don't know if I'd survive this fight otherwise. Those guys are pretty tough. Okay, let's go ahead and reload our ammo. Man, we're going through our ammo like crazy. And this, the 120 rounds, costed me 120 caps, or SGS credits, or whatever they were called. I say caps because I've been playing Fallout 4 recently, and some people were, you know, kind of compared this game to the Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 series. I absolutely hate the new ones, the Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. I like them. I like all the games in the Fallout series, but, you know, this one definitely does kind of look like the Fallout 1 and the Fallout 2 series, so I see what people were saying with that, and they like it. They definitely do, and so do I. Let's see, can we kill this guy? Maybe if we get a really, really lucky shot. 21, not going to do it, but we might be able to take this guy out. One shot. Okay, and we're not going to zone it for one guy. So we're going to go ahead and end our turn, because he'd get an extra turn anyways when we come back in. He'd get that first initial hit, and then we just sit here and pummel him down. Now this may... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, we may have to do one extra turn and take those hits, but that's fine. I'm not really worried about that. Okay, so what did we get on this one? Adrenal glands, we actually got 2 of those because there had been 2 Redhounds that died in the exact same spot. And one of them dropped 1, and the other one dropped another one, and a Redhound leather. And the tailoring on this one is 8, quality is 11. That's pretty crappy leather, to be honest. Those are pretty low numbers. 21 on tailoring and 27 in quality. That's a little bit better. We definitely could use that. Let's see, were there any other ones here? No, there wasn't. Okay, and here's the sledgehammer that I tried to show you at the very beginning. It's a melee weapon. Sledgehammers can be a powerful melee weapon in the hands of a strong wielder. Damage is 1727 mechanical. Impact speed is very low. Base action points 25. 25 action points per hit, guys. That's freaking nuts. The one I have right now, I believe, does 16, and there's one I think I had a little while ago that does 11. So this one does twice as many action points, which means I'll get half as many hits per, you know, turn. And it kind of makes up for it in the damage that it does. It actually really does, guys. Critical chance 7%, critical damage bonus 100, minimum strength 8. You can use it if you have less than that, but you're not going to get the full effect of this weapon. Damage increased by 10% for every point in strength above 8, and on a hit, 10% chance to stun the living target for 1 turn. Because you're hitting him so hard, he just gets dazed and confused. This also ignores mechanical damage threshold when attacking organic targets. So kind of a nice little thing to get. Now keep in mind that when killing these creatures or these enemies, if they use health hypos, if they use their rounds to kill you or attack you, there's going to be less of them on their body. So you want to kill them as quick as possible. And that's why this guy has 25 rounds of 7.62, which I really, really need it. So I'm, fine with that. He did use 2 rounds on me. That's why he has 2 casings for that. And then, of course, he has a 7.62 millimeter Hawker, which is 820. That's not bad. That's actually a pretty nice weapon. But I think I'll probably end up selling that one because I don't need another 7.62 one. What about this one? He has a 5mm Jagger. It's a submachine gun, which I think I'll actually keep because the gun I have right now is not a submachine gun as far as I know. It's just a handgun, and I want to go with the submachine guns. So there we go right there. That's our new weapon. 710. What's this one do? 813. But the AP is 10. See, so AP 10 and AP 16. That's why we're going with this one. And then, of course, we got Cave Hopper Leather Armor, Mechanical 12%, Armor Penalty 5, and increases Agility by 1. You got 50 rounds of 5mm standard? Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Now, before you leave the screen, make sure to look at everything on here. There's 3 barrels over here. One of them does have a propaganda pamphlet, I think. Yeah, there it is. The Protectorate Propaganda. It's an oddity. Bunch of pamphlets of Protectorate propaganda calling on citizens and leaders of Underrail communities to work with them towards integrating into the United Station, promising safety and easier life. Pick up, study this item to gain 75 points of experience. You can study this type of item up to 8 times, and this will be the very first time that we found it, at least on this gameplay. And that's why I knew it was already down there, because, it is something you run into on, every time you come through this game for the very first time. Now, you could go down this route. This will lead you to a whole other area, and it's actually kind of cool. We will go explore that at some point, but we're not going to do it on this one. We're going to keep going down here. Now, remember, this area is a hotbed for Redhounds. Almost every single time I would come through this area at later date, the Redhounds that we just killed over here will be back. Now, it does have these rocks. You can't get through them without the, the C4 or whatever it is that you need to detonate that with, so just be a little cautious about that. Exploding barrel you can use to kill the Redhounds, but you can only do it once. Once that barrel has been exploded, it won't explode again. It's just going to be an empty carcass. Before we go any further, I think, we're going to make one more run back. Actually, no, am I over 40%? We are. I'm going to use a bandage, because we just haven't done that too much. So let's go ahead and use a bandage on this guy. There we go. Because there is going to be another slight fight a little higher up here, guys. And I don't want to die after all that. So, again, these entrances are going to be for later game. We're going to go through each and every one of those. I'll show you where all of them go at some point down the road. You can see something really nasty happened over here. There used to be a gun turret of some kind, whether it was machine gun or, bazooka or something along those lines. And then there's like blood splatter everywhere and sandbags moved around. So, yeah, something pretty nasty happened. I'd never found out what it was, but I'm guessing they just got overwhelmed or overrun with Redhounds or maybe something bigger. That would be kind of interesting to see, like, the lost chapters of what happened before we got here. And there's the Redhound. I think there's 3, maybe 4 over here. There might be 1 or 2 kind of moving around over here in this direction, so try not to get them all at one time. This barrel of exploding, I've never been able to use it to kill these guys. They never really get into the right position. And to shoot those, you need to be able to, you just need to be able to actually get them close enough, and you need to be close enough, so you need the right weapon. Now, before we go into that battle, let's go ahead and switch to the submachine gun 5mm. There we go, and we will go ahead and unload that one. We'll keep that one loaded. Let's see, where's my rounds of ammunition now? There we go. Let's go ahead and load that up to full. Nice, okay. And now we can take these guys on. I'm going to save the 7.62 for something important. So let's see. Oh, they're coming towards me. Wow, he can book it, man. I tell you, these guys have a lot of friggin', movements and action points. Okay, we are going to take this guy on. 95% chance. Oh, yeah, 22. That's not bad. 10. We should get a few more shots out of this. There we go. 4 shots. That's exactly what we need. 5 shots. Holy crap. Yes. Okay, I'll take that for sure. Even if we do a little bit less damage, I'm still fine with getting those extra shots. Who are we going to go after first? This guy? Yeah, let's go after this. Make sure you click on him and not the remains, because you can loot remains during combat. Would not suggest... Oh, crap. And I looted the remains, and I use action points to do so. Adrenal gland. After I just said we shouldn't do that. Okay, well, yeah, not much we can do about it now, but it moved at the last second. It was kind of hovering over him and the remains, and just didn't work out for us. Oh, crap. And if I hadn't, looted those remains, I would have been able to kill him, and that would have been one less creature to attack me. But, oh, the other guys, I can deal with that. If he wants to go around some weird, because I guess because I'm standing right here, he can't get me through the actual bars, so he needed to move around to get there. I'm kind of glad I moved over there then, I guess. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Nope, we missed him, and that's because I wasn't quite clicked on him. If you move the cursor up a little bit, you can still attack him, but you won't actually get the hit. So be very, very careful with where you're hovering. I wish it was a little bit easier to actually target these enemies and attack. Just kind of be like, that's the guy I want, go ahead and attack him 4 times until it's over with. Or even do like an auto attack. But we do have our aim shot back, so let's go ahead and use that, because it will recharge out of combat, so no reason not to. Let's go ahead and exit combat, let that go back to where it needs to be. We got a healthy animal heart, and it's biology 25. What about up here? No, nothing there. I'm gonna give it a second, make sure this is all the way back. Yep, and it is. And let's look around a little bit. There's another Redhound. Should we take him on? I guess we should, even though it's gonna use a little bit more ammo. But yeah, let's go ahead and do it. These guys, again, they do come back. So be kind of cautious if you're gonna come back through this screen later on in the game. I think it's like every 30 or 40 minutes these guys come back. There we go. Got the first shot on him. What is it going to look like on the percentage chance? 48? No, I'm not wasting that on a 48. We will waste some regular ammo on a 48, though. There we go. Come on. Wow. I think I might actually kill this guy before he gets to me. Nope. That's why I didn't want to waste the great shot on that one. He's not going to get any hits on me, and then I'm going to kill him with a regular shot, to be honest. Let's do 95% chance. There we go. And now with an aim shot on this guy. Yeah. That's the way to do it, guys. Holy crap. 25? Come on, let me kill him. One more shot. Oh, yes. Oh, I love the submachine guns. These things are freaking awesome. Okay, let's look at the remains. What do we get? A fancy Redhound ear. We've already discovered this item 2 times. We're going to get it 1 more time for 75 points of experience. So let's go ahead and snag that. And let's look at the other remains that we got here. A healthy animal heart, 25. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll check the barrel. Nothing in the barrel, unfortunately. Let's come down here. This is a dead end. There's really nothing down here. There's never really anything down here except for like the junk piles. Ooh, what do we got here? Omega ID card. This will be the 3rd time out of 10. So we're going to go ahead and take that for 75 points. Oh, and then we got some 8.6 millimeter casings. 10 of those. Never really got the skill, if there is one, to recycle those. All I can really do is sell them. I always hold on to them, though, because I'm hoping that one day there is a skill. Maybe I missed it. Maybe you guys are aware of it, where I need to go to do that, but let's see. We can go in here. That's where you actually need to go. Can we open the grate yet? Yeah, lockpicking 20. We can definitely go through there, because I think we can go all the way up to 47 or something like that right now. Let's look at that. 37, not 47. Okay. So 47 or 37 on the lockpicking we can do. These boxes, how about it? We're going to have to hack one of them, I'm sure. Yeah, there you go. So the only one we cannot open is probably the only one that's going to be something inside. So let's go ahead and hack that. We're going to use a little bit of power to do that, but that's all right. What do we got? Energy pistol frame. Electronics 30, mechanics 15. And we already have the mechanics. I don't know if that's really worth it. I'm sure somebody out there would be very excited to get that. Not really me, because I don't do a lot of crafting, especially not yet. But let's go ahead and come through here. This is where we're going, actually. Oh, it's locked, really? Come on. Okay, let's go through the main door then. I guess where you're supposed to. And here's Jack QuickSilver. Let's go talk to him. I was just about to leave. I honestly did not expect you to survive. What is the meaning of this? I knew you were being watched, so I had to use someone as a decoy while I got the real package out of the station. Well, you did it. But it is as I promised. A man was waiting to pay you for the delivery. I never said who the man would be. He holds his hands. Holy crap, guys, I cannot read tonight. He hands you some credits. Jeez. Why did you wait for me if you expected me to die? What will you do now? I'm a man of my word, AC. I always honor the deal. What will you do now? I'll move on to some other place. The trains are out, but there are other ways to travel around, though they are much slower, especially if you don't know all the shortcuts. He smiles. Let me know if there's something you'd like to trade before I leave. Why did you wait? No, he's already done that. So will I. Have a feeling we will meet again, AC. I hope we do. Farewell. And of course, you can always walk back up to him after that and say, hey, let me barter with you. That is if you don't hold a grudge, because he did basically hang you out to die. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but he only wants crossbows and, baculova. We don't have any crossbows on us. I do have one back in my main room, but let's see, how much does he want for lockpicks? 45. Holy crap. No, I'm not buying those from you, dude. I want my money right now. Let's see, what else do you have? Steel gloves. Not bad, but not something I really need. What about the jacket? 18, 19, 7. That's actually better than what I'm wearing, just slightly. And then, of course, he has an Omni tool. If you do not already have one of these, you're going to need it for this next spot. So definitely snag one of those. Of course, we're not going to do it right now because we already have one. But, yeah, we're going to leave it right there, guys. Again, I want to thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure, hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, I would love to hear your comments on the game. What do you guys think of it so far? Do you want to see something in specific? Did you get stuck on a part, or do you need some tips? I am not an expert on the game by any means, but I have played it a few times with a few different classes, and I'd be happy to lend any information that I might have on the topic. 35. Let's actually go ahead and open that before we head out here. Man, I'm already down to 4. This will be 3 right here. I definitely have to buy some more lockpicks. But I'll go back to the main town. I'll heal up, and I will check to see if that guy wants to buy any weapons that I might have inside my main room, and maybe make a little bit more cash that way. That way I won't feel too bad about buying. Oh, there we go. Supercharged lithium cell. Definitely will take that. Omega ID card. That will be the fourth time out of 10. So we can do that 6 more times on the experience, and we're actually pretty close to leveling. So maybe 1 or 2 more Redhounds, and we'll be there. But guys, until next time.